All right. So we begin. Oh well, there. Well, Parv should be joining us soon then. Uh,
Okay.
we begin. We literally just started recording,
Okay.
so you didn't miss anything yet. Uh, I know how you hate to miss things.
I missed the bonding.
Yeah,
Bond.
you missed all the dinosaurs. Uh, yeah. So we begin. Rhea,
Oh,
you are in what remains of a town that was the most recent battlefield between King Owen's forces of the Trinity and the forces of the Devourer. You walk through the town mostly alone. You've been tasked with cleaning it out of any remnant demonic or otherwise forces that may still lurk somewhere within it, although you're fairly certain that they have all been dealt with. You're by yourself because about a week ago Gavin died earlier this time than usual. Uh, the buildings are ruined, mostly rubble. The few that still stand are just the stronger, sturdier stone ones, but all the wooden ones have burned down and collapsed in. There's bodies strewn everywhere in both the colors of the various factions under King Owen that are to be picked up and brought together to be, properly laid to rest as soon as this place is clear of danger, as well as the body of various cultists and other traitors to the world who have been twisted and misshapen. Uh, Many of the bodies of King Owen's soldiers are missing chunks of them, with the monsters who were feasting upon the corpse laying near them with distended bellies, killed in the act of devouring these mortal soldiers. As you walk through, you sweep through your section, and you converge on the center of town, an old pre-Trinity church that still stands tall and strong despite pieces of it missing, as it was built very sturdily, unlike the rest of the town. At the door sitting on the stairs leading up to this church, you can see Morgan fiddling with their bow, uh, waxing the string, checking their arrows, just doing the maintenance that he usually does on his weapon during downtime. He looks up as he sees you, gives you a little wave of acknowledgement and points behind and says, Barrett and I already finished cleaning out our sections. He's just inside, sweeping for any more. What do you do?
my section is done as well. Probably swing back through in about 25 minutes. Double check, since it's only me now, but I'll approach. I say as I'm walking up.
Yeah, they sort of just nod and go back to the business of just sorting with their equipment.
Have we heard from anyone else?
Expect Asher to come back with whatever our next orders are. Hopefully reconvene with the king. Gotta keep on pressing eastwardly. Hopefully we'll reach the mountains soon and pin them all in.
Hopefully.
You hear a loud breaking crash from inside the church.
I'm inside.
Morgan does not look up. Yeah. You dart in. There is a cloud of dust lingering in the air, and you see that Barrett is holding his hammer, and crushed beneath it are the remnants of a statue of some pagan god that is far too destroyed by Barrett's swing to be recognizable. He sort of pulls it back and sets it down, looks around for any other effigies to break, just like a look of contempt on his face. You're used to this behavior.
How how do I feel about this behavior? Like, how did I feel about it before?
Uh, as you search, go ahead and make an insight check on yourself.
In that meta. Well, Foundry has died on me. Hold on. And not good, but I'll try.
Uh, you try and look at it from Ria's perspective, but you only have her memories of what happens. You can't really feel what she was feeling at the time. The only feelings that you have access to are your own. Barrett sort of looks over as you come in, uh, and just looks at you, gives you a nod, and then looks over at the rubble and just like curses under his breath. It's like, damn pagans! It's bad enough we have to deal with those filthy dog worshippers. Hard to feel
Easy,
sorry for this forsaken town.
easy, Barrett. Save our ire for those who truly, truly deserve.
Huh. Now
You're not wrong. Because I feel like she wouldn't want to, especially like Alina now would not want, but it's a memory.
yeah. He looks at you. It's like they haven't given up that their gods are dead, worshipping the calamities now to fill the void in their treacherous souls. Can't wait till we're done here. Move on to the next one, and just
But
stalks out of the room.
no yet. She sighs, or I sigh, and I walk back out to Morgan.
As you go to walk back out, you sort of step on something, sort of rock back, look down, and the last memory that you have before you waken from this dream is looking down at a broken fragment of the statue, but just enough that you can see that it used to be part of a very serpentine head. And then you wake up. It is well past noon. Uh, you are you do not feel good. You have a very bad hangover.
Oh boy.
No one else is in the tent. It looks like uh, even Abel's cousin and her daughter are out for the day, and they have just let you be. There is a glass of water and a plate of what is now very cold food, uh, a breakfast that you did not wake up in time to eat while it was warm, sitting on the table for you. But yeah.
I'll eat it. Quietly over my meal, I will wish my brother a happy birthday.
Hmm.
Um, and then I think I'll just, I don't know. I think she'll get ready. Or I'll get ready and then I'll stretch. Do a quick version of like my morning katas before venturing out.
Okay. Uh, it does not take you too long after venturing out that you meet up with the rest of the group, except for Marrow, who's still off on their own. So yeah, Abel, after your meeting with the Hound Mother and you went to return to the Foreigner's Quarter, you do see Alina finally out and about.
Eileen, how are you feeling? You're
Horrible.
totally
But
out this morning. Oh no.
I had a dream. And now my head is pounding.
One of the special dreams?
I think so.
A new one?
Yeah. I need to talk to Squeeb.
Oh? What about?
And I'll relay the dream.
Oh, I see. Uh, so I guess that was where Squeeb's head came from? I didn't,
I think so.
when Progress said that they were made out of the pieces of the old gods, I didn't think that would be quite that literal.
I think they were. And that's grotesque to think about, but
I mean, I guess I'll pull out the literal piece of an old god that I have in my backpack and kind of look at it. What do you?
It is more of a thing of essence that you've kind of put into a jar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm looking at this jar full of. What does it even look like when I'm looking at it?
Uh, do a perception or investigation for me.
Okay. Uh,
You sort of stare at it. It's a fleshy mass for the most part. Uh, but it definitely has just like a glow to it that is very like mystical and powerful. But if you look at it too much, it starts making you angry, starts making you want to like hurt or break or tear something, or like throw the jar, which is you've been able to. It's very easy to resist. You can just put it back away and it's fine. But just there's something in it that is. It exists in more than just 3 and 4 dimensions. Like it's got something else to it. Uh, something divine. You would, yeah.
yeah, a 5-dimensional flesh cube.
No.
ugh.
It is
One of my
the
band.
essence. It is the essence of ferocity.
So honest, when we first brought that out, like we first found that and we've been carrying it around, I did not expect it to be flesh. I guess I missed that. And my brain was
You
like, yeah,
you
essence. Like,
dissected.
yeah, the essence, it's a liquid.
Oh, sorry.
Not like a meat cube.
You misunderstood. He said fleshins.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes, yeah. Ugh.
I'll put it away again. So Squeeb.
yeah.
Ah,
You look and he's just on your shoulder.
ah. When did you get
Hello.
there? How long have you been there?
I have always been with you, my child.
I know
Okay.
that's not how this works.
The Knowles told me to say that sometimes.
I know your
I
abilities
open
are
my arms to him.
omnipresent and everything.
Whoa!
Leaps into Alina's arms.
Ah,
I love this snake. Scorpion freak.
Yeah,
I
his
love it
legs
a
are
lot.
sharp as he launches off you. Like you get a hole or two in your really nice jacket.
oh man. When we
Oh,
get back, I'm gonna
sorry.
have to go shopping for new clothes. I need a better hat anyway. It's fine. It's fine. It's It's fine.
Galahadron sitting there in his Knoll gimp suit.
It's classier than that. It's got, Hot Topic, big belt loops and spikes and things.
Yeah.
It's got adornments.
Oh yeah, Alina. Galahadron is not wearing their regular clothes.
I was just gonna roll with it. Listen, Galahadron's weird.
No, no, everyone else is weird. This is actually pretty normal. I actually got this at a local store.
Well, it does look very nice, Galahadron.
Thanks. All my other clothes got burned off by the Hound Mother.
Oh.
She was pretty cheesed. She also burned about half my it was very painful.
Oh. I'm very sorry that what set her off?
Question.
Well, no one was around to tell us not to, so we just went down to go and talk to the Hound Mother. Well, you and Meryl were busy, and no one stopped us, and we asked questions. And I said that I'd want to get her out, but she couldn't kill non-believers or children of the usurpers. And she didn't like it.
Yeah, she's a
Typically,
being
old gods
scorned.
don't. Yeah, typically old gods don't love being told what they can and cannot do.
As a deal, though, right? Like a trade.
I do not think we can deal with gods. Wait.
Nope. You can worship us, though.
I could deal with Squeeb. Watch this. Squeeb, I'll trade you this rock for that rock you have over there.
I don't have a rock.
Can I have a dagger for the rock?
I don't have a dagger either.
What?
I don't really own things.
Oh.
All my followers own things. Hey, does anyone have a dagger? And a Knoll comes up and says, I got a dagger. I was like, yeah, you can have this dagger.
Alright, here's your rock. See, I can deal with gods.
I don't really want a rock.
I mean, but you are a god,
What?
right? So, like...
Gotta take the rock. Take it.
I love the mental image of Galahadron in this gimp suit, putting a rock at a knoll.
It's got fashion, it's got style, it could be on the runway.
Sorry, Galahadron in high fashion, pushing a rock into the hands of a knoll.
Yeah. Oh, are we trying to give it to the Knoll or to Squeeb?
Both.
Okay, the Knoll will take it and will, like, bite it and then, like, throw it away.
Alright.
Well, it's his rock to do with as he pleases.
Yeah?
Speaking of old gods, or other gods, we did have an interesting conversation with regard to, is it Almyra and Typhel? The two goddesses that are supposed to be worshipped on the other side of the World Spine Mountains to the east. The Hound Mother doesn't seem to think that they exist. Or at least they don't exist right now.
Interesting.
Is this ringing any bells in your consciousness?
I would like to vision quest.
I can ring a bell on my outfit for you. Ring, 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 ring. The bracelet ring.
It's somewhere on the nipple.
There's a bell on what Galahadron has turned into a belt, but it's very obviously should have been a collar. Because they're dogs.
Incredible. What would I roll? Oh, that. Can I make
what are you trying to have a vision of?
a history check to see if those names ring a bell other than the bells that they rung from what we've already heard, if you know what I mean.
You can try. It's not going to trigger a memory, though, if that's what you're going for.
That's fine.
You're gonna come up blank.
No, because Abel is pushing for visions.
Yeah.
I think. So we think that the world might be flat past. So that my drawings are real, are not real over here.
Here there be scribbles.
Here there be scribbles. Can I, vision or no, can I make a history check to see if I know, or if anyone knows from any of my studies, what is past? Past
Yeah, you guys can make history checks on that.
Whatever.
So, most maps that you're familiar with don't even go as far as the one that I am showing you. The one that you are seeing here that you have access to is the most common and most complete one that those of you who grew up in Bossmar would have seen. It's got, the kingdoms of Avency centered on it. It's got the ruins of Ishvalia, which that the Wood Elves come from, the Lost Woods from their stories. You've heard tales of like Drakdun, Chittering Wastes, the lowlands and such. But that's mostly what it is. It's mostly tales and stuff. Like, you've never met anyone from the Chittering Dunes. You've just heard it's like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of bugmen who live out there that some explorers have seen and come back with weird glass weapons from. You've never seen any evidence of that. You don't know what any of the people who live in the Elmyran highlands or lowlands would call you. You don't know if there's any towns or villages or kingdoms or anything like that. You've heard rumors of what's in the Tangle and like the fabled lost golden city of Atalazine. You've never seen anything from there. The stuff in Aventicum, you've seen, hey, here's artifacts, here's people that I've talked to from Carthia and Chorus and such. You know of people who have sailed through the Grand Canal. There's all the stuff in Aventicum is confirmed and verified, and you're pretty sure about, and most of the maps are limited to just Aventicum. But the stuff outside of it is, it's consistent what you've heard of it. There's nobody who's saying that, like, the Chittering Dunes should be over by Carthia or anything like that. Whenever the Chittering Dunes comes up, it's always in a very similar place, but, yeah.
Do I need to roll another history check, or can I pair that with the thought, thinking about those two names? If I have heard.
I assume that you're still trying to force those through, and your head starts to hurt with the hangover, especially more, and keeps them out. I will say for a 19, the main sort of takeaway is consistent but unverified for everything outside of, like, Aventicum and its immediate neighbors.
Yes. It would be really, really great. Alina's like doing that, like pressing against the middle of her forehead thing, 2 fingers, and she goes, I hate to say it, but it would be really great to talk to Progress.
That might be workable.
I mean, we are technically working with them at this point.
I mean, who better to tell us how big the world is or who these people are than the people who have been watching the world turn?
Yeah. Progress doesn't seem to want to do anything other than confirm what we already suspect.
Yes.
Although that might be useful, considering that we have
I was gonna
a
say.
lot of theories about what might be going on. So I guess when we get back to Bosmore, we should also talk to Progress, in addition to reporting to the princess.
I don't think it's really sunk in yet that I was tutored for most of my life by a demon.
Was he a demon at the time,
I don't know.
or did he get possessed by them at some point,
Maybe the demon took his likeness.
like Pinch Whistle?
As far as
That's true.
you're aware, Pinch Whistle is literally just the next thing he took. So yeah, it's,
Yeah.
It's a lot. And what if... Okay, hear me out. What if they were gods? What if this place was much, much bigger, but the knights and Owen have faced these demons over and over and over and over again? That's from what I remember. What I'm remembering. I mean, what if those places were real before? And what we have now is Owen's last bastion or whatever. You know?
But that in their war they destroyed the earth around them.
Or they ate it.
Certainly possible.
I mean, we know they consume, like, concepts, right? Pieces of fall. So makes sense that they'd
Is
be
it
able
possible
to...
that this area? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Is it possible that this area was just broken off of the world at large, so that
That's what I was thinking.
this area could be the purview of the Trinity, and outside of the I'm tired. Outside of the demon's purview.
Yeah, like
Galahadrin, let's get a history check.
You got it.
Can I help him?
You were not paying much attention.
I think every single history roll I've made has been below a 10.
I mean, it's in character.
I have a +8 to history.
So
You're,
here's
Galahadrin is somebody who is obsessed with what can be, not what was.
It's true.
Galahadrin looks forward, never behind.
Yep. So what if we've been going about this backwards? What if the world as we know it, the rest of the world wasn't destroyed, but like our portion of it was excised from it to contain, like, basically is, like when you cut off a gangrenous limb.
Yeah, because this portion is the only portion that had all 9 knights. This section had defenders.
Well, I think that came later.
After.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean...
Like, the calamities are invading, they're killing the gods, and something, like, breaks off this section of the world from everything else to isolate it so they can't rampage throughout the rest of the world. And then they come up with the knights as a way to, like, basically build a containment around the gangrenous limb to prevent it from infecting anything else.
Out of character, it's like Atlantis.
I was thinking more like oh fuck, James is gonna kill me. The Kryptonian city.
Yes.
Kandor?
Yeah.
Well, like, you know how Kadaga Shmaga, like, goes down and she has the crystal, and then the statues that are inanimate until they're that aren't people until they're people get activated, and then they cover the city and they protect the city.
Is this in? This is the cartoon. It's been a long
Yeah.
time. since
Yeah,
I
this is the
watched it.
animated.
Okay.
Like, the whole point is, like, there is a leader, there is a magic wielder, aka there's a magic wielder, like, she has the crystal, she goes down, she sets it off. It's a whole bunch of, like I said, statues. And she triggers them, and they form a barrier around the city to protect it from, well, originally sinking. And then, because, like, the whole first part of that first movie is them losing most of the city, aka the world. In our case, it'd be the world, because the barrier could only last or only cover so much, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will
That's
say,
how I'm picturing is what's happening.
I do feel like I'm leaning more towards my idea that the knights being central to this is what's causing the problems, since like everything we've heard about the knights lately has them not failing but breaking apart. Like the queen wasn't reborn, she's being remade over and over and over again. You're not reborn, you're you're back in your old body. One of them isn't even on this plane anymore. I think that the way the magic is working, that they keep getting revamped, revitalized, reborn, that's the word I want, is fucking up, and so their lock is fucking up.
Well, it makes sense. Well, so I was specifically pulled from time, from the ether, but
Right. So you've been
this
broken out of
much,
your cycle,
yeah,
which means your section of that lock is
is already broken.
gone. And
She
the
was
Green
in-
Knight is also gone.
Well, because it wouldn't even be my section of the lock. I was banished before. It's the fact that Aria 2 is now the Hound Mother. That broke it. That is a crazy breaking of the thing. And it's the fact that we have not seen anyone else.
I think you cut off for the first half of that sentence.
Oh, I don't
The
remember what it was.
Back to that.
Oh, the fact that there has been so much demon activity and we have not seen
A single other knight.
any of my brothers is crazy. And she flinches and goes, her brothers is crazy.
Okay, so what do we do about all of our newfound knowledge?
Well, I have to find. There's a queen I have to find eventually.
And kill.
Correct.
What queen?
Queen Genevieve, because she's the one that is behind everything.
Maybe not murder. Well,
I'm pretty sure the Hound Mother wants you to murder.
I'm
The
supposed to
Hound
bring her
Mother
to justice.
explicitly wants murder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your motivations are your own, but the Hound Mother specifically wants murder.
Well, then maybe she should make better deals to get out of that cave so she could do those murders.
Squeeb,
for-
I have a question for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember any of
Usually.
any of the memories of the essence of the gods you are made?
Go ahead and roll me a d20.
D20. A 3.
He sort of looks up at you, and at first he's smiling, he's enjoying the conversation, he's enjoying that you're hugging him and all that. He looks up, he starts to answer your question, and a wave of intense sadness and despair comes over his face, and he just like sort of slinks and like withdraws into himself a bit.
It's like, I try not to. I don't remember much, but it's mostly just the pain.
So
I'm sorry. I gotta go.
And he like wiggles himself out of your arms and scuttles and just
I gotta go. I'm sorry.
and just slinks off.
That was sad.
Way to go! You bummed out the old god.
Old gods.
Yeah.
Multiple.
The gnolls who follow him around just slink off as well, and one stays behind, and just like looks at you and just like
Tusk. Shame on you.
and go follows him off.
I said I can't even be mad. I love them. Well, I think talking to Progress wouldn't hurt. And then the next step is stopping a different war.
Think we can just summon progress by making. Didn't somebody follow us?
Yeah, if we just look around, we'd probably see progress. I look for progress.
Let's do a. What do you want to do? Survival investigation. What are you doing to look for progress?
Persuasion. I just want to say progress to get their
Just gonna
attention.
create a giant purple P in the sky. A bat signal.
Summon him?
Alright, can I just...
Yeah, you just start shouting progress, and a few gnolls around you, just like,
Is this a new howl?
and they start howling because they don't really know what you're doing.
Do they at least
loud.
howl the word progress?
In Gnollish, yeah.
They're helping. Well, does anyone come forward?
You sit, you wait around, nobody immediately.
Oh,
The howls die down.
maybe they're not watching us all the time. Or maybe they don't care.
Both are options. Equally good.
Yeah, so what else are we doing?
Who's the next person we have to fight? Can we, like, put a mark on the map?
My brother.
Oh, alright.
Isn't he back in?
Don't we have to go save
Summer?
the fix? That's potentially. No, my brother. Both of my brothers are somewhat. One is. Oh boy.
My
I
brother,
think
and
one
me
of them-
situation.
my brother and me. So one of my brothers is an inanimate object somewhere in Bosmar. And then my other, if I remember that correctly.
What are you remembering?
I have no idea.
Ah,
That not inanimate object, but is sort of in stasis until called upon again for his divine purpose.
you still have no memory of how you get called again, I assume.
Correct, but the Hound Mother said something weird, and I wrote it down, and now, for the life of me, I don't know where it is. Anyways, my other brother from this life, from the one that I was born into for the first time, never been born before. That's pretty cool, I guess. Is
I'm sure you were born once.
no, that's not what not what the Hound Mother said. But anyways, he is currently the situation in Colmar.
Yeah, the whole reason we came out here was to get a truce with the Gnolls so Bosmar can focus on the war in Colmar.
Correct. And my brother is the one leading that war, which is why we were under suspicion in Norest, because the whole
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
We also need to deal with the duchies at some point, but we weren't given
Correct.
a timeline on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think our immediate thing is reporting back to Norest on the terms of the treaty so that Bosmar can uphold their end, and then redeploy soldiers to Colmar for the war effort, and going there and helping take down your brother. I think that's our next arc,
Ugh.
and I think it's maybe time we headed to it.
Might as well.
I think we've talked to everybody here. As much as I love staying here, we've got lots of friends to talk to. I think we've accomplished everything that we set out to.
I think being summarily banished by a trapped old god is a decent enough reason to be done.
Yeah.
I definitely thought it would go better than that. We're very good at talking to people.
But it's an invitation thing, isn't it? How do Faye feel about? How dare you, Lev? Please. I'm gonna have to go back to the recording.
This is one of those things where I have no idea what you're keying off of. And that doesn't mean that you're wrong. I just don't know. Like, it's I have to keep spoiler warnings on all my information, so I don't know where to even start for you.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to that recording and I'm gonna listen because I don't remember.
Okay.
Well, on invitations, I figured since you were invited and I'm working for you, I'm sworn to work for you, that I was also invited.
That is fair. Fair.
I mean, and also the teeth didn't get me. And she
That
didn't
is true.
blast us when we entered. It was what we said that got me blasted.
We're saying this as I'm like packing everyone up.
As you go back to Meredith's tent to sort of pack everything away, you pass by one stall, and a voice from sort of behind a curtain just sort of like shouts out, it's like, "Your Highness, you wished for an audience."
Oh.
Turn around.
Is it me? Yeah, there's a dark gray hand is beckoning you just into like a shaded alcove.
So sketch.
All right, let's go. Come on, to the alcove.
It is not big enough for all of you, but at least Galahad and maybe 2 other people can fit in. As you sort of enter, and your eyes sort of adjust to the darkness, you see that it is iron.
We can't all fit in your shady alcove.
I didn't think it was all of you. You look, and it is an iron dwarf, who's sort of standing there. It's like, speak quickly. It is best if I am not discovered.
Is the world flat with an end at the ends of it?
What?
Is the world flat with the ends, like the ends at the mountains, and there's nothing?
I thought you had information to give to Progress.
Yeah.
I am just a watcher. I do not have Progress's knowledge.
We would like to speak with Progress.
Knowledge to Progress. Looks
Can you
over
ask
you.
Progress for a meeting?
I have some knowledge for Progress. I need some nicer clothes. I like these. I like the vibe, but I want something green. Maybe flowery, maybe with leaves, embroidery, layers. Something that says "ready to dance." That's the information I have.
This is
Could you
what the
please?
House of Spring wishes from progress.
This is the information is that I absolutely need this for this mission, and it will not work if I do not get some more clothes.
Wait, what?
Wait, I don't
House
think
what?
we.
You said House of Spring.
Wait, hold on, wait. Sorry. Oh,
He sort of looks at you as like, do not talk to me of the Fey Court's mortal. I was made to be a diplomat. That is a representative of the House of Spring.
I'm also made to be a diplomat. How come everybody else seems to know more about where I live than I do?
Welcome to my world.
This
That's not fair.
I
This
think the
man
only
should
one of
not
us that has
know.
any idea who they are at this point
Yes.
is Abel's.
I do have beautiful spring clovers now, but I am briefly taking up the mantle. It is unused and is fine, but I am still of summer. No worries. No worries.
Galadin, go ahead and make a perception or insight check.
All right. I mean, I know I'm right. Insight. Whoops. A flat one? Wait, what's my plus? I want to see what my plus is. It's a +1, so a +1 to that.
Okay. Does Galahadrin, and this is a thing that you don't need to roll for, you can just answer yourself. As a Fae, does Galahadrin have any negative reaction when they try to lie?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is it?
I mean, pain, physical pain, sweating, like you can't finish this sentence. You have to go have a lie down.
Okay, that all starts to happen when you try to say that you're of summer.
That's awful. I don't know, how do I trigger my stutter? I normally, here's a, doesn't matter.
Your Highness, I am but a humble watcher. I cannot answer your questions, but if you wish to have a meeting, I'm sure you're already with one of the project's main. I
put
don't
my
know.
hands on his shoulders.
Or...
No. This is more important than what you're saying.
Yes.
Titania is my mom. Can I say that?
Yeah.
I'm the Green Knight.
Yeah, as same as it ever is. He's looking at you like, oh, okay. Do you wish me to relay that to progress?
I still love summer. Can I say that?
Yeah.
This isn't very fair. I think maybe the environment is affecting me in a weird way, because it is winter now, isn't it? It's winter.
It is here in this realm. It is currently winter. Yes. What are you confused by?
How come you have more knowledge as a diplomat than me? Can you just come stay with us and answer just some expositional questions as we go along our journey? Yes, but part of your job is being a liaison to us and to deliver information. And you know what? If you were with us, we would be able to give you
Did your project
information.
not give you a liaison? I am not here as part of Project Genesis.
Our liaison is a shapeshifter. They could be anyone. Anything. A dog. A dog in a sea of dogs. So you're gonna come with us and pick him up.
No.
Come on.
Galahadrin, leave him.
He knows. Tell me all you know about the courts, because clearly I've been making history checks and I don't know anything. I did not pay attention. Why are there no other princes? I shake the dwarf a little.
I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, Galahadrin, leave the poor man alone.
Do you have larger, nicer clothes?
He's not a clothes merchant. Sir. You're just a mortal, yeah? Like the rest of us here?
No, I'm a watcher.
You're a watcher. What does that mean exactly?
Means I'm a watcher. Means that progress made me to watch things for them.
Okay. You're with the Iron Dwarves, yes?
Aye?
Did you come here from Therindoon?
No, this body originally left for Therindoon, and then I sort of commandeered it.
I see. Do you have access to this body's memories?
Yeah.
What's on the other side of Therindoon?
What do you mean?
So on this side of the mountains, you've got the Iron Hills and then Farmara, yeah?
Yeah.
What's on the other side?
A whole lot of nothing.
A whole lot of nothing, as in just empty land, or a whole lot of nothing, as in nothing.
Just nothing.
Is there an ice wall?
No, it's
So
just nothing.
if you were to keep going east past the mountains, you would just float off into empty space?
You'd probably fall.
Oh, where?
Fall, yeah, where would you land?
Down.
Uh-huh.
Is the world a disc? Is it a flat disc?
I mean, I haven't seen all
On
of it.
top of a turtle?
On top of 4 elephants. On top of a turtle.
I not.
Why
I
that
haven't
specifically?
That one's really common. It's how most universes are supposed to be, especially highly magical ones.
Oh, are we highly magical? Do you know that?
Do
We're
I know?
actually less magical.
Let me just do a quick think about it.
You don't.
Yeah. This feels pretty magical.
You even with that, you would know that this place, from the moment you set foot in here, is barely magical at all. Even
Problems
with a
with the
6, you would know
magic.
that.
The
You
magic
spent the
breaker
first-
needs to be flipped.
Yeah, you spent
Probably
the
not.
first months of your journey here just being surprised at how unmagical it was.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single Moogle mailman, a dancing Sabatender, and that's surprising because they're everywhere. Maybe this is just a little piece of the world that got ripped out to sort of quarantine it then, right? Maybe
I
this is
don't-
a nice quarantined little strip.
I don't know the circumstances. All I know is that there's nothing on the other side of the world's spine. It's just where the world ends. It's just
Right.
where,
What do
no more Aventicuum.
What do the Iron Dwarves think happened?
I mean, the calamities, of course.
Okay.
What else could destroy a world?
Okay. Do the Iron Dwarves remember their old gods? Besides
Not anymore.
Elmar?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
And what of the stories of Almyra and Typhel?
Who?
Where did thinking back in my head, where did I learn about those?
In school.
In school?
In school?
Yeah. Just when they were going over what the other lands outside of Aventicuum think of, like, and this is what these pagans beyond the mountains, they believe in blah 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 blah.
Okay.
They wouldn't make up gods for your textbooks, right?
I mean, it sounds like there used to be gods there, but there aren't anymore.
What it's worth, this guy wasn't very bright before, I came in.
That's nice.
We're right by the mountains. Maybe we could just go over there and check. It doesn't look very far on the map. Maybe one day. East, west, I mix those up. But one of those, I think, is side to side. And we go over the mountains and we just take a look.
I don't think we have
That'd
time for that.
probably take you 2 or 3 weeks to get to the mountains.
It's not very
Who
big on the
knows?
map. I can't.
Well, because
hear
there's
the great-
no roads or paths or anything, and you're just traveling on foot. You don't have horses.
a place
and then-
without
then
a
you-
path.
then you-
It's just
Yeah.
a place where you've got to make the road.
But this is also Badlands. Like, this is not like Bone
That's
Chewer was able to get you here fairly quickly because Bone Chewer knows the ways in and out, but it's still slower than a road. And then that's to get you to the base of where the mountains are supposed to be, and that's not even getting
we
you
have
to
to climb
the
the
top to
mountains.
look over. Yeah.
It just seems like a pretty critical detail about this place that we are adventuring on?
I mean, two independent sources have said that it's so I'm inclined to believe that it's true. I mean, we could also ask the Knolls if they've ever sent anybody over the mountains to try and claim those lands, because I imagine they haven't bothered because there isn't anything there.
I can see the picture on the map, though. Somebody drew this picture.
I mean, I think that's not there anymore. I think the map's not accurate. So
I will say, just for the purpose of diegetics, is that I'm just going to say now that this map is literally Abel's personal map, but
right.
is the most detailed one that he has ever seen and that he paid good money for.
Yeah. Do I have
but
an
it is-
army?
Yeah. Whenever you
Okay.
guys consult, you're taking out your map. Yeah.
Can I show it to him and be like, so this bit here, that's not there?
Nah.
Does it ring any bells at all? The Lowlands, Typhus Sea, the Almiran Highlands?
No. Never. This guy never heard of that.
Have you?
Never
How old
heard
are
of
you?
it, or thinks that there's something else, or rather nothing there?
I mean, he's got memories of being on the edge of Faranduin, like in just that part of the mountain and looking out. There's nothing.
Could you, like, is it a dark void, a light void? Like, is the sun overhead and you can just, like... I'm trying to wrap my head around what that looks like.
That's just nothing.
That doesn't help. Can you draw a picture? I'll give you some paper. Here's some vellum, and here's some charcoal.
Like,
Please
Okay.
draw.
All right. He takes it and then he hands it back. Done.
This is not helpful.
did he throw a rock at it to see what would happen?
I don't think he did. It's no. That's apparently a crime. Because
Really?
then there's no more rock.
There's no more rock because it falls, or because it disappears, or what?
Just falls forever. And then if everybody did that, apparently there'd be no more rocks. And the dwarves don't like that. Ha! That's weird.
But I mean,
You can tell he's never thought about these things before, and he's experiencing these memories new, same as you guys.
okay. So the dwarves live under the mountains, right?
In it, yeah.
In the mountain. Have they ever gotten to the bottom?
Not yet.
Not yet.
This guy wasn't a miner.
Sure. I mean, I'm just still trying to wrap my head around, like,
We're living in a bubble.
if you're looking out into the nothing, is it just like
Ah.
looking up into the sky or something? But
No, it's
horizontally?
just nothing.
It's just nothing. Like a black nothing, or a...
It's just the void.
Can you poke it with a stick?
Sort of looks like he was like, conceptually, technically,
Yeah.
his face kind of hurts a bit, and he's like, I mean, he can poke and he like mimes like making a poke of a stick, so he can poke the air with a stick.
Yeah. I'm just like,
So I guess maybe no, because it's nothing, so you can't poke nothing, but you can still try.
okay.
I don't know.
I'm just thinking because, like, if there's like a hard cutoff of like the edge of the world, like, can you pass through that edge?
And if you wanted to,
And like, where does the water go? Right? Because shouldn't the seas be flowing out over the edge at some point? And then just like leaving, falling into the void? How
I
do
mean,
they...
I haven't I've only seen what's on the side of the mountain. I haven't seen what's on any of the cerulean.
Yeah.
Could be different. Could still keep on going that way. I don't know.
That's true.
Is all this pertinent to Project Genesis?
Probably, yes. I think so.
Alright, noted.
This place is a bit of a mess.
What project are you part of?
Starforge.
Starforge?
Just a watcher, though, so I'm duty bound to report to progress.
Sure. I'm pretty
Just
sure.
to be sure, Progress is in charge of all of the different projects, correct?
Aye.
Okay. Has
How's
Progress
this-
made any progress on finding more of the items I need to continue making relics?
I don't think
Looks over at you. Is like, I'm not sure you should be sharing any of Project Genesis proprietary information with me, just because I don't want to be targeted for, elimination due to unfair espionage.
Understood. Then it is probably best that he
Proprietary?
send himself or somebody associated with my project if I ask for him to come and help us.
Do you not have a liaison?
We've been over this.
uh,
I don't have a way of
not
getting in
here.
contact with our liaison.
I mean, that sounds like a problem with you and your project.
Is there a way
Listen,
for me to get in
I'm not
contact
some
with
sort of-
Progress?
I'm not some sort of weird customer support. I convey information to progress. I can do that.
Okay. Please convey to Progress when you get a moment that I need to speak with it.
Okay. Specifically, you are for Project Genesis. You're one of their products.
Please
do you have
please tell
do you
him
have a
that
serial
Perrin
number?
Miley needs to speak with him.
Perrin Mailey. Okay. No serial.
I'm sorry? No
Serial
serial
number.
number.
Okay. His eyes roll into the back of his head. All right. Can I go?
I think so, yeah.
All right. He just takes off.
Well,
He slinks away. He's very, very careful to make sure that he's not seen talking with you all.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he crabwise scuttles out of his very tiny little dark corner.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think Spring's gonna be mad about this?
I have no idea.
About what?
Hey, is this a way you could become part of you could fulfill your promise to the Court of Autumn without marrying the princess?
I don't know. I don't know. Can I roll to know?
What was the promise?
I
To
mean, you
assist
can
them.
roll. Yeah, you can roll history, religion.
History.
Okay. What exactly are you trying to know?
If I become the Prince of Autumn and help restore autumn to or fall to autumn, like I said I would do. I don't know. Kind of like I can be an ally anytime.
So I will give you two pieces of information for this. One, the whole point that the Court of Autumn was trying to get you to do was to become the Prince of Autumn. So yes, if you become the Prince of Autumn, you fulfill the requirement of becoming the Prince of Autumn. That would be yes. Second thing, though, and because you're very particular about titles and stuff, he didn't call you the Prince of Spring. He just said that you were of Spring. He didn't
Wait,
give you a title.
He didn't.
He
give
said
me a
Your
title.
Highness, but he didn't call you the Prince of Spring.
Hey, that's a rude little tidbit to point out because it makes it sound like you're pointing out that I'm not the Prince of Spring, and I think that's highly rude.
He's
What
gone.
am I then? I'll go get him.
He's gone.
I mean, you could try and say that you're the Prince of Spring and see if it makes you.
Oh yeah, all right. I'm the Prince of Spring.
Yeah, hurts a bit.
Oh. Knight of Spring? That's
Yeah,
not
it's fine.
true. That's fine. Don't they have a knight?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense at all. You can't have two knights. You can't have two knights.
Yeah.
The chessboard has 2 knights.
Yes. But, wow. Philosophy really is very hard.
Is there a King of Spring?
No, there's no King of Spring. There are no current reigning kings.
Yep.
And I don't know why. So if you're all going to ask me why, I'm pretty sure basically everyone that has the knowledge won't tell it to us. And they will know it even if they don't live there. I don't know it because I didn't pay attention.
Well, I was more checking that you didn't become the King of Spring somehow.
I'm the King of Spring. Does that work?
I mean, are you trying to say
Yeah.
like it's because here's the thing: as soon as you start to try and like play act about it, like you're an actor or whatnot, then it doesn't hurt because it's not lying. But if you are trying to like tell yourself emphatically, "I am the prince of I am the king of spring," then it will hurt.
Oh.
It's a
I can
very
understand it.
yeah.
Okay.
You have to be asserting it as a truth for it to like backlash on you.
So it does hurt when he
It
says
does.
he is the king.
It hurts. I'm not a king, thank goodness, because I don't know exactly what that is, but I'll tell you all right now. I think something very bad happens when there is a king of one of the courts.
The last you knew that there was a king when you were young. It was Jack the Pumpkin King of Autumn, and he got eaten by the Devourer.
Yes. I think something terrible happens. So, shoes are dropping.
I think we've
I think we
confirmed-
gotta go.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we
we need
gotta
to
go
get out of here.
consult. I want to find out more if there's any archives about Elmira and the Lowlands and Typhal Sea and all that.
Okay, so you guys are leaving?
I think that yeah, that is our plan. Yeah, we're gonna travel back to Norest to consult with everybody there.
Okay. Are you guys doing anything before leaving, or are you just booking it?
I mean,
We're
we'll let
gonna
everybody
say
know
goodbye.
and say goodbye. Yeah.
Okay.
I do want to ask Bonechur actually,
Mm.
if the Knolls have ever sent anybody over the mountains into the lowlands. And
Over.
I'll show him the map and be like, "Have you sent Knolls here?"
That is not my territory.
Okay. It would be like, whose territory would it be?
Keep on forgetting their name.
Is it?
Why do I keep on forgetting their name?
It's the Knoll who's in charge of fighting the Iron Dwarves.
Yes, that would be. Well, there is no Knoll in charge of the Iron Dwarves. There is only the warlord in charge of fighting Felmar. But Howlfang commands the Knolls of the East.
Okay.
Or is the speaker for the East, rather.
Okay, yeah. Could we ask her if any Knolls have ever been sent over the mountains in the east?
Yes. That'd be, yeah. And you track them down. You find them again. They're the Knoll who was wearing like the very like Felmarin clothes, like wizard robes, so to speak, just with a very hodgepodge Knoll sort of fashion to them. Basically, it's like, yes, the favorite of the Hound Mother. What might I do for you?
Is she saying that to me or?
Yeah, to all of you.
Okay. We were just wondering, 'cause this is news to us. Have in your you know expansions to the east, have you ever
Mhm.
sent any packs over the mountains?
No.
Why not? If you don't
Hound
mind.
Mother said nothing is there.
Okay. And you
My
believed her?
my packs do not expand because there is no land. It is just mountains. So that is why we focus on technology. And he opens their arms and like looks at the black blood foundries that they're sort of
Yeah,
working at.
right. Yeah. Um, and you didn't send anybody to look and see like how far into the mountains you could go? You just
Not really.
okay. Okay.
When the mountains get too high, it is hard to get at the black blood because it is low. No point.
How low?
You look around and they're like the black blood is harvested from like the Bloody Hill is a central hill with a bunch of cracks in the ground that was formed by like Owen's battle with the Hound Mother. Like the land is broken, and the black blood is harvested by a crack within a crack that is even deeper than that.
Um, but you can get to it that far out. It's just harder to get to.
Much, yes. Need to find valleys, dips, maybe dig a little.
How far does the black blood extend? Do you know?
Black blood of the earth. It's never been to a place it is not.
So could it be under everywhere deep enough?
Maybe. Have not tried. No knows there.
Yeah. Um, do you have a approximate elevation that you find it? Is it consistent? Like, do you have taps throughout the Knoll lands?
Only in places where it is very deep.
Okay. How deep compared to here?
This is best place.
Okay.
Deepest cracks.
This is the
Land
deepest one.
broken. Yes.
Um,
Others digging.
mhm. Do I know what sea level is compared to here?
Compared to here, oh, that's man. That's I think that you would need like cartographers' tools and like instruments and stuff
Yeah.
to measure. That's a rough question.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Why am I not proficient in carpenter's tools?
Cartographers, but
Cart
yeah,
yeah,
it's there's
yeah.
and even then that'd be a
Hard
hard one to do.
question.
Just even a geologist, just you put him out in the middle of nowhere and ask him to get the elevation without any reference points. It's like oof. It's
mean,
all relative.
So, okay, well, here's another way to phrase it, right? Because this area used to be all Lothram, right? Mostly?
This area was Bloody Hill was part of Aventicuum. Lothram formed on like the edges of when the Nolands expanded. Like the Nolands were expanding, and that was the reason why the kingdoms became the kingdoms because
Okay.
they needed to defend themselves from the Nolands. So this
Um,
place was not Lothram at any point because
okay.
Lothram didn't exist, and yeah.
Hmm. I'm trying to figure out what the significance of that is, because I was thinking of it like an oil well, but it sounds like it's more like tapping into like an oil well where you're like, oh, yeah, there's deposits around here, of course, because you're by where the Hound Mother is. But if it's accessible far away or even everywhere in the world.
I mean, that's a third thought, unfortunately, so I can't confirm or deny based on Abel's knowledge, because this
Right.
isn't like, this
Well,
isn't a
so
petroleum-based society.
sure, yeah, but I mean, even Abel was thinking previously. Yeah, of course, the black blood of the earth of the Hound Mother is bubbling up here because the Hound Mother is here. So obviously, whatever, thing is being kept
Yeah,
underground is bleeding.
like
But
there's a vein of whatever is here. And
right,
yeah.
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 But if the gnolls are able to access it anywhere that there is a deep enough crack in the earth, that would imply that it's something more fundamental, even within Abel's perspective.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay. I'm not very good at those.
Uh, so she is basically giving you, for your knowledge of, like, you're going to tie this back to, like, mineral veins and stuff like that, which a little bit of, not as much, but alchemists need to know about minerals and whatnot, and mining. But what they've given you is like, hey, yeah, we've dug for it in other places, but also the places that they've dug for it, in their experience, are limited to just like the Bloody Hill and some eastern parts of the Noland, and they haven't even tried where it's higher elevation. Like this is not a scientifically conclusive process. It's like, yep,
Yeah.
there's too much ground on top of it. We're not even going to bother.
But the gnolls do believe that if they dug anywhere deep enough,
They
would get
believe
some.
that. Yeah, they believe a bunch of crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
I mean, a lot of
yeah.
it's turned out to be true. So
This is also fair, but yeah. But you get the sense it's like, yeah, it's succeeded where they've tried it in places, but then it's like they've also only tried it in places where the Hound Mother's influence is strong. Like, it could be that wherever the gnolls go, that's where the black blood expands under the earth, and then they can pump it up. Like, you have this thought experiment going in your mind of like, there's no way with the information you're given to remove the gnolls from the equation of where it's happening.
that's true too.
Yeah.
But then, what would be? I mean, but the Hound Mother also told me that her perception extends throughout the whole of the world, right? What's left of it.
Yes, indeed. Yep. She said that she can feel it, uh, but she also gave some things where it's like she is dependent on her followers for that. So, like, she could definitely feel like when your family was attacked, she saved Meredith.
Right.
She could tell, and that's all the way on, like, the edge of Bosmar. So she could definitely tell what was going on there, but then you have the complicating factor of, but Meredith was there.
Right.
So it's hard for you to separate, and this is kind of the nature of the divine, of like what is, however the nature of divinity works, from the scientific and physical things that would be occurring if the divine weren't involved. Like, there's whole things that Abel would know about for, like, hey, this is how fast plants grow. This is how fast plants grow when you have a priest of Carrick involved. Like,
yeah,
influences everything. And these gnolls have no separation of, like, what happens when the Hound Mother is not involved. Their whole society is taken as a given. The Hound Mother is helping us along.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what the world is like without her.
But we did just establish that this is a low magic, like relatively low magic world.
Yep. Yeah, which is why Abel needs to know the information of what happens without magical influence. But you still know that, you know what the life cycle of like wheat would be. You also know that a priest of Carrick can get you, twice as many harvests in the same time.
Mm-hmm. And it does have me wondering, what is under the earth. Well, because Bosmar has mines, I'm sure. Or
Yep.
Like,
Oh yeah.
do they? I guess they would mine probably deep enough that if this stuff was underneath Bosmar, they would run into it.
I'll give you even one further. Like again, for alchemical ingredients, there's a lot of that which are metals and minerals and stuff, and you've sourced explicit materials of those, where the buying and selling of them is a bit more restricted because they're unique or powerful from other from other faraway lands as well. You've never heard of this black blood before coming here.
Okay.
When you guys were looking at the metal earlier before you went to the foundry, you're like, oh, what kind of metal do Vinols use? You weren't able to identify it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So that seems to point in the direction that you only find it here in the Knoll lands because of the Knolls / the Hound Mother. And which came first is kind of a chicken and egg question.
yeah.
Okay. Because like, if so, if the world does have an edge, like, that implies that it has a bottom.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing Minecraft.
I mean, yeah, the thought had crossed my mind that it's kind of like a Minecraft world. All right. Well, I think I got all I needed to know from uh, the speaker, so I'll thank her and we can move on.
Yep. For Venat 20 and just for the places it leaves your mind and stuff. I will also note, for the low magic world, especially for the things that like Galahadrian observed, the magic that is in the world are things that Galahadrian would not necessarily be as interested, because it's none of the heroic or flashy things. Like there's no wizards like everywhere throwing around spells. It's like administrative and rural magic. Like it's the church doing things to keep society running more smoothly. It's the infrastructure magic, but not like not like typical D&D magic, I should say. Like it is, I don't know if that makes more sense. So I'm not contradicting myself when saying that the church does things, but yeah.
I mean, I kind of assumed that was how it was working.
Yeah.
Except for things like the spell blades, I guess.
But they're few and far between, yeah. And they're like people who are. There's one school on the continent that trains those people. Right. That's it.
Sounds like there might be only one school in the whole world.
I mean, you don't know how many continents around the world.
Well, the world is a square.
Signs point to one. And not even really one, if we're being honest.
I wonder if this is why it is a low magic world. I wonder if there was a lot more magic before the rest of the world came.
I imagine having most of the world eaten can't have been good for the world, for sure. I guess we can't know, because nobody seems to know what the world was like before.
Could have been a terrible tragedy. Could have been, a planetary scale Ozempic. You don't know. That is a joke. Please do not read into that. I just had the
Too
funny
late.
idea for there is much less of the world now. Good, it lost weight.
Worlds with more than one continent are just too complicated.
Exactly.
This world has 3 moons.
If we just shrink Russia a bit, then we don't need to also have Europe. It can just be Asia.
I mean, we're not even that, right? Like, you can travel across the continent in a few weeks.
This is roughly the size of Europe, is what I imagined it to be. But my sense of scale is going to be off because you know how that goes.
Yeah, I think it's smaller. I think it's probably
Probably.
closer to France.
Yeah. Which would still fit my goal of Holy Roman Empire stuff. So.
Yeah. Because I'm just thinking, like, you know, from here to Norest is what? 2-week journey?
Yeah. Well, and you take a lot of that, like, as soon as you get back to Bosmar, there's roads and you've got carriages and stuff,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's head back to Norest anyway, because we need to be back in time for the spring offensive. And
Mhm.
have some time to research, if we can.
Alright. So we say goodbye to your cousin and
Yep.
her kid.
Mhm.
They're all just like, they wish you the best. They say, come and visit anytime, all that good stuff.
Yep.
They give you
Hey,
nice,
speaking of
long,
kid-
big hugs.
Oh, I unfortunately have to go. I hate crying.
Okay. Take care.
I'll see you all next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Phelan has an aneurysm, keels over. No, I'm kidding.
No, rocks fall.
Rocks fall. Giant rocks descend from the sky. No. Do you say, aside from your cousin and her daughter, does anybody else single out anybody else to say goodbye to, or are you guys just
Yes, I would like to say goodbye to my boys, my little godlings.
Yeah, you go to the speakers terrace. Squeeb is there. He looks like he's perked up a bit since he slinked off last. He's like, oh, you're leaving?
For now.
Oh, okay.
It does not mean forever, my friend.
You could
I hope
you could
not.
come with us.
No, I have important duties here. I need to teach these gnolls how to sneak around. They're not very good at it.
No, they
No.
are not, but they will get better.
Hopefully. And Seymour is just like, well, I wish you all the best on your journeys. I know that there are tricky things afoot, but I trust that you will do what is best for the world. Bone Chewer is just like, yes, do you wish me to lead you back to Bosmar? I know that the paths are a bit tricky,
If you wouldn't mind.
of course. Throat Scratch would also send their regards, but they are currently napping. They are very tired from the previous evening's festivities.
Tell them I said thank you for hospitality.
I will do so. Yeah. And you guys leave Bloody Hill. It's in, early afternoon, by the time you guys are done saying your goodbyes. But the road is safe. There's no one who's going to attack you out there because the gnolls ate anything that would. And the gnolls aren't going to do it because Bone Chewer is with you. You proceed out. You camp in the foothills for the night.
And Rosin is okay. I feel like I have to check, because if I don't, you'll be like
Rosin
off
is
screen. You never
so
check.
excited that you guys have finally left that place. And he's just like, "Ah, yes, finally, we are leaving. They were all looking at me so hungrily."
All right. He's got
And
no
we are.
questions about me. Awesome. Let's go.
He looks. He was like, my prince, why are you wearing the mantle of the spring knight?"
Well, you see, my clothes got burned off, and we had to get out very fast. And Spring is good at that. So I just sort of did it.
Oh boy, your mother is going to be so cross.
It's all right. We'll. It's just it was necessary for a heroic action. I saved Abel.
Well, that's good. You saved one mortal and instead took up the mantle of another court. I'm sure that is fair trade.
Aha! We'll switch back before they even notice.
Very well. Yeah, he walks along with you. You guys camp. It's rather uneventful. You start in the next morning, and as you are traveling around noon, you're sort of going through a gulch area, and you see up on the hill, sort of in the direction that your path is going to take you, because this is like the Badlands. You can't really go off too far to one side or another. It's like very steep. You have to sort of take certain passes. And you do see that there are some figures that are waiting for you, and Boneshura indicates that you will have to pass them to make your way through. So we're sort of like holding you off. I will say that Marrow is able to confirm first, but everybody else will be able to eventually before you reach them. But it is a group of Iron Dwarves who are just standing there watching you, just waiting for you to approach them.
I approach.
Hello.
Aye. And ye all be the knights from Bosmar that I've heard so much about, eh?
That would be us.
Aye. And you're still a fair distance away from them. They're shouting at each other just over the ravine. He sort of reaches into his pocket, takes out like this round metal object, flips open like a lid for it, shakes it a bit, touches it with his fingers, puts it back in his pocket, and it's like, "Aye, so what business did you all have in Bloody Hill? I've heard some rumors, but I'd rather hear about it firsthand, if you don't mind."
Did he just check a magic 8-ball?
It was flatter than that, and it had like a chain that was still tied to his pocket.
Oh, so watch.
Sounds like a magic 8-ball to me. The flat one.
I think that Abel would have seen some watches. Yeah, it looks similar enough to a watch.
I'm proficient in
Oh,
Do that?
tinkering.
Tinker's
Yeah.
tools.
It looked from. Go ahead and just make a tinker's check. You're at a distance, so you need to make a check.
Nope, don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It
It's some weird dwarven device.
could be anything really.
But yeah. So yeah, he asked you like what you guys are doing in Bloody Hill.
Why do I feel like we're in trouble?
I look over at Eilina, see what she wants to share.
He's also speaking in common, so like Boneshura is following along a little bit, but Boneshura is not the best at it.
I'll let Boneshura know in Nolish what he's saying.
Weird. Iron Hills are in the other direction.
Do we know who this guy is?
Can we have a badge? What's
A
your
dwarf.
mantle? What? Which court do you serve, and what's your mantle of power?
So it looks at you, it's like, did hear you were a strange one. I serve no court. I serve Ferendun itself.
Hold on, let
Otherwise,
me look at my map.
just
Farron
businessman.
Can you point on the map where Farron is?
Yeah, it's the
Oh, this big mountain.
it's the capital of the Iron Dwarves civilization. There's a huge city built in there.
Why are you all the way on this side?
It's usually polite to answer a question before asking another one.
Yeah, but I don't have to be polite.
I assume you don't.
No.
Would
I
be a
don't have to
shame,
be.
though.
All right, hold on. Forgive me. I was listening. But I wasn't. What was the question asked to us?
He wants to know what
What
we're
were you
doing,
got-
Bloody Hell.
Feels
Yeah.
like a scam. I feel like I'm being scammed.
I will say that while he's standing there and he's in just like a nice, business suit and stuff. He's well dressed. Behind him are two other Iron Dwarves that are a bit more bigger and burlier and like simpler clothes, and they are holding large firearms that are a bit more complicated than ones that you've seen before, Abel.
Okay. I mean, they're well armed. That makes sense.
May I deal justly with you?
If you feel.
We were here to broker peace.
Aye, that is what I had heard. Such an odd concept for Knights of Bosmar to be looking for peace with the Gnolls. Didn't really believe it when I first heard the reports.
Well, you can just chalk that all up to I am an odd knight of Boss.
It would seem.
You said you had reports of me that you heard I was odd. Can you tell me what the reports are saying about me? What's the gossip?
I mean, you all in general. Just a bunch of official knights of Bosmar, not followers of the Hound Mother or anything like the other refugees who flee from Aventicuum to find Bloody Hill, but like actual representatives of the kingdoms. It's an odd thing.
That's true.
We have Marrow. Marrow's right there.
Aye, you do. Got one of them with you, and you've even got looks like a speaker with you as well.
Oh, yeah. This is Speaker Bonechewer.
I
He's
am
very nice,
Bonechewer.
actually. All things considered, it's relative. It took a very long time to understand their very specific way of dealing with each other. Bonechewer is actually pretty chill relative to Knowles.
I would like to stick out my hand.
Okay.
For like a shake. And be like, I am Alina Katala.
I'm pretty sure he's.
This sort of looks at.
Isn't he on the other side of a ridge?
You guys have been approaching as they've come, and they're like in the middle of like this path that is cutting through the ridge. You guys are within. Here, let me just put this on the map. Also, Galhadjian, you might want to take a long rest.
Oh, did I get a nap after being zapped?
You guys camped out overnight, yeah.
Oh, yes.
This is the next day at around noon.
Days just keep happening, huh?
Yep, they start coming and they don't stop coming.
The stars are sure pretty, though.
Yep. All right, and you guys all have vision. All right, that's good. So you step forward.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So he looks at you and it's like, now you see, just not really inclined to be polite to a servant of the usurpers. Not really in my nature.
That's fair, but you asked us to be polite. You
This is
didn't like
true.
our response. And we said the same thing.
That is very much true.
And
But,
I
you know,
didn't say I wouldn't be polite. I just said I didn't have to be.
I will also let you know that not all is as it appears.
I
I
imagine.
feel,
But it does sound like you lot were able to successfully broker some sort of peace between the kingdoms of Aventicum and the Gnolls, from what I've heard. Yes.
yes.
Well, now, can't really be having that now, can we?
I would like, while he's talking.
Why not?
While he's talking, where's my stuff?
Probably where you put it.
Now, go where I wish you to be.
He's being blocked by collision. Where are you trying to put it?
Directly behind.
Oh, that's a first. A Knight of Bosmar using Gnoll magics.
It's a little bit more than Gnoll magics. And I have several divine instruction. I also have a wayward brother that I need to take. So, I'm not in the mood for someone to step in the way of progress. So, both literally and figuratively.
Yeah, he doesn't react to the name progress as
That's
if
fine.
he doesn't
That
react to
was
it as
for
if it's a name.
me.
Yeah.
That was for me. I'm sleepy, and so,
Yep.
so
It was good. It was good.
yeah, thank you.
I for one don't want to kill you because we've just met you. So I would rather we not fight until we've at least known each other a little while.
Now you see, Kill knew I could take or leave. The only thing is, can't be having you broker this peace with the Gnolls. So you got two choices. Either you turn around, you kill those 4 mongrels that are with you, and you put all this silly talk of peace behind you, and you do what your lot do best, and you go back to killing the children of this world, and just you two can both fight amongst yourselves, or we're just gonna kill all of you.
Dude, what's your damage, man?
There are much scarier things out that you could be profiting off of. Much bigger wars.
It's not a matter of profit, it's a matter of principles. The Gnolls are doing their good work by killing as many of you fuckers as possible.
Do I even know that?
Well, seeing as one of us is not a child of these.
Bone Chewer, he's saying some messed up stuff.
What is it? I can only catch every other word.
He's saying he doesn't want a peace. He likes it when the Gnolls kill the people.
Oh, he probably does.
He wants us to kill you guys.
Yep.
What's his damage?
God, I love him.
I mean, they were asking if they could kill you while you were in Bloody Hill, and we told them no. I assume he's here to kill you.
Yeah, but why?
I mean, but Iron Dwarves don't like usurpers.
Yeah, but they don't even know me.
I mean, you're not an usurper. They'd probably let you go.
I don't know if they know the difference.
Abel, they probably do not like Abel.
I don't even know if Abel counts as a usurper.
No, he does.
He does? Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
Phelan. No, Phelan definitely doesn't.
No.
So wait, is Abel the only usurper and everyone else?
Alina kind of, but Alina also has other things going on.
It's complicated.
Yes.
You know, I have a question.
Oh, sorry.
No, please continue. No, please. I love this.
I tried to ask the Hound Mother if she'd want to come out and also kind of join the alliance and like not kill the children of the usurper, and that's why she burned all my clothes off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I get to wear this now, which is pretty cool. Do you think this looks as cool? High fashion?
Yeah, smells a lot better too.
Mm-hmm.
Your last ones were too clean. This one is much more pungent. Yeah, he's probably gonna try and kill all of you.
There's only 3 of him, though, and he doesn't really know us.
There's almost certainly more in the hills around us. This is an ambush.
This is a good ambushing spot.
Oh, but
I guess Abel can step forward and say, if the Knolls can find their way to seeing past old wrongs in the name of the future, what's stopping you?
You see, there's one thing that I've learned after many years of doing business with the Knolls. You know what that is?
Knowledge?
A little bit, but not really. It's not really the point.
The best way to solve a problem is to kill it?
Much closer. Is what the Knolls are a bunch of feeble-minded children, basically. You set them in a direction, and they just go. Not really much thought as to why or how to do it better or anything like that. They just do. So I figure, if I can get rid of all of you, we'll just go back to doing that. We can go back to the world the way it should be.
I have died too many times to be talked down to by a wounded bigot. I've decided. Elena's done. Her head hurts, and she's just like, yeah, fuck this. Abel, are we fighting or are we not fighting? You tell me what we're doing.
I mean, I want to know his reasons.
You keep talking.
Were you the one that told us to fuck off when we asked to talk? Or was that somebody else that once you were asked?
That was one of my associates.
Mm-hmm.
I was the one who volunteered to come out here. I would have said that if they would have asked me.
Mm-hmm.
What do your people know?
Takes the middle thing out of his pocket again, looks at it. You can see closer here. It looks watch-shaped. Puts it back into his pocket.
Can I look around at the hills and see if somebody's getting into position?
Yeah.
Perception check.
Can I assist?
I mean, you might need...
You can both
perception?
separately make them. You can... Yeah.
Oh, use... That was the echo, but it's still me.
Yeah. So Abel, you look around. You don't see anybody. Like these cliff's edges are... They're tall up. It's a perfect spot for an ambush, but you don't see any telltale of like, oh, there's like, somebody behind this ridge or something like that. Elena, as you're looking, this place is mostly just like, red, dead, like Badlands dirt. But you look, and there are 2 very weirdly colored, large, like stone, large stones, just placed on like the tops of 2 ridges, and they look miscolored based on just the rest of it. They look very out of place. But they're also not dwarves. They're huge. They're like very large slabs of like granite. But this is also
Are they in like dome shape? Would they look like dome? I don't know, would you say like a gun?
They don't look like guns, but as you look at them, they don't look like that. They look more like figures who are crouched and like huddle amongst themselves, and as you look at them, one of them just like twitches and moves a bit, as standing up on either side of the ridge, two large, huge humanoid shapes uncurl themselves from their hiding positions and draw back long slings with boulders the size of your body attached to them.
Those are
and
so
get ready to
rad.
fling them at you.
Look at those things. No wonder you're so confident. Did you build those? Are they people?
Not quite, but it looks like I bought just enough time. And you, Alina, you still are. You see this enough where you're not surprised by it. Everybody else is caught off guard by these giants, like lifting themselves up with like perfect Overwatch positions, looking down at you. But Alina, you're not surprised. So you hear a faint, distant crackling sound of like a it sounds like something burning, but also something whooshing, and it's getting closer, and it's getting closer, and you look up and you see a large burning mass of basalt hurtling towards your group. And that's where we'll pick it up next session.
Oh, I knew when he picked up the watch. That's why I was like, "Are we just killing
Yeah,
this
I
guy
was
or
like, let's
what?"
get. Yeah, I was like, he's obviously trying to time something. We need to move now.
Oh, that wasn't my instinct at all. I thought he was trying to get us to make the first strike so it would look, I don't know.
That's
somehow-
fair. Like we would be at fault, so therefore they could negate.
Yes, whatever they were going to do. So I thought maybe if we just didn't initiate, they wouldn't get us.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Well, that's a bummer that that's not worked out.
Oh, man.
As the kids say, womp womp.
You changed my ring. You put that back.
I mean, it's been, as far as you're aware, it's always been like that.
He's been like beautiful clovers, new beginnings, an open mind.
I feel like this should apply to.
Yeah, it's like
So
something
like,
fishy was going on.
We're about to. Abel is 100%. There's gonna be an ambush right now. I just need to know where.
Yes. We're going to be ambushed, and it's probably dwarves. Well, it was an ambush.
Yeah.
But it was by the dwarves,
Yeah,
not necessarily the ambush being dwarves.
this is true.
All right, I'm going to bed too.
All right.